Alright, what's up guys, it's Remy. Today we're looking at patch 4.0.3, new legend Jayon is with us. So I'm not gonna be looking at him, and I'm not gonna be looking at the Greatsword because it's a new weapon, so you'd have to look at it completely separately from the rest of the stuff. We're primarily gonna be going over the patch and then the balance patch that comes along with it. So we'll be looking at the balance for everything else already in the game, but looking at Jayon, I'll have to look at that in a separate video or talk about Greatsword. You can catch me streaming later today on Twitch, and I'll probably be going over that, twitch.tv/Remy, if you're interested in that. Alright, so first things first, you got the new rank rewards, and honestly, I hate Gold Forge for everything, but that's just me, so ignoring that, I think they're really nice. I really like this stuff. This stuff looks really sick. So this, and then this is like the little one you see on the side when you kill. I think it's really nice. I always thought Skyforge was actually really pretty. Some of the weapons are ugly, but I think Skyforge is a really pretty idea. This is nice too. I feel like it's really expensive, but it's good. This looks nice. I don't like I said, I don't like Goldforge, but all of them look nice to me. And they didn't really add anything else. I'll buy all of this when the season ends, which is on Wednesday, next Wednesday. So we have a week, and I'm gonna buy all that stuff. I might just buy the UI theme now because why would you not? In fact, you guys can watch me buy the UI theme. I think it's really sick. I'll probably pick up Skyforge Sword. I probably should have bought Skyforge Jayon, but I'll get it next time. Just thought the UI theme was really nice. So yeah, you put it on here, and I think that's really good. Okay, there's a new taunt, Solidarity taunt. Proceeds go to charity. I might have to cop that whenever I put mouth coins in my account. Don't know how long it's here for. It's limited time, so I'll definitely have to buy it soon. Make sure you get yours. Support Black Lives Matter and stuff like that. Okay. Nothing else new in terms of that. So, and the Ben 10 event is over, so we're back to base Brawlhalla with a new weapon. So let's go. Training. Right into the balance, we're gonna look at Axe and Blasters first. Just pick Barraza here. And if I miss anything, that is true. I just woke up, so bite me. We've decreased the damage on the grounded version of Axe down air to better match its nature as a setup tool for subsequent attacks. We have also slightly reduced the force and damage of the rare portion of the aerial down air to better match its overall coverage and incentivize proper facing during this attack. Axe down air decreased damage during the later hit window from 18 to 15. So it's the back, and then decrease the force of the later hit window from 40 fixed to -3 variable force, so it does less damage later. Decreased damage of the grounded version from 18 to 13. Okay, so if you know me, I was pretty vocal about how good I thought Axe was on stream and stuff, mainly because it's really good. And I'm fine with this, honestly. Honestly, it could do even less because you're still getting into this. It's only 28 damage now, and this does less too. But like I said, and that's still 30. But like I'm saying, and where it's like, this is the problem. Like, you see this? This is 30 damage, and this is a continuous 30 damage. This nerf is not the main problem. This was a little thing I pointed out, but this is not the main problem. And it's so easy to still get the 18. I guess on the 18, you're not really rewarded like you are for the 4. Like, that's more avoidable. But the main problem is that you have so much opportunity for damage on this kit. You have so much opportunity for reads after an air, which already does 30 damage, and that's really where it like gets questionable. But maybe the rest of the patch will bring buffs that kind of equate out to this. Like, this got a small nerf, and then I'm hearing everything else got touched. So honestly, I don't want to stay too long on Axe. Like, I think Axe is strong. This does not move it out of the meta at all. So either they're gonna have to bring things into the meta, or Axe is still gonna stay where it is as one of the strongest weapons. Okay, so looking at this, I'm gonna set it to stop jumping, and they nerfed Snare Stun. So Blaster Snare decreased stun from a range of 27 or 23 to 24 to 20. And what this basically will do is, well, if I can hit it. This is still true. So I mean, this isn't true, but Sidelight, Sarah and Light still works. Sarah Sidelight looks really loose. I will talk to Boomy and Cody and them about how loose it actually is. Sarah Sidelight 2 frames right there. Probably maybe get it to 1, don't know. But basically what this is for is at white, guns have the 4 hit of Sarah downlight, and it's still 1 frame. So, but now, oh, it's still true. I mean, okay, so this basically did nothing then. It made it harder, I guess, but realistically, what is true, you will hit true. I'm missing it, but I'm also dog shit, so. Like, I think it's definitely a lot harder now, and that's good because I don't have a problem with, what? Oops. Sorry, like I said, just woke up. I don't have a problem with this being true at all, but when you start throwing in shit like that, oops, dog shit, like I said. When you start throwing in shit like that, then you have to get a bit more lenient with it, right? Because that's a 3-hit combo, that's not true. And then you throw in the fact that Sarah was true into it before. Now you've got Sarah, downlight, sidelight, nair, and that's all true, and that's very insane. So I didn't want them to nerf anything else about guns. I thought, and I don't think Sarah and light is a problem. Like, I don't think the stuff that works is a problem. I just didn't think a 4-hit was good, and that's what they ended up nerfing. So I agree with that change. Like, guns, sidelight, nair is really fine. I think guns are in a really good spot, and that was the only overbearing thing about it, the 4-hit at the start. So now that that is gone, I think guns can finally like sit, and we can just see where everything else falls into with it. All right, bow sidelight decrease maximum arrow threat of the follow-up arrow shot on hit. Ground pound decreased upper threat coverage. I don't really want to look at this because it's really simple. I'll turn it in with the I'll look at Yumiko that way, because I'm trying to find out what I can look at canon with right now, and and the canon characters are very limiting. So what we'll do is we'll look at sword and we'll look at canon at the same time, and then I'll also look at unarmed here at the same time. So we'll look at sword, canon, unarmed. Canon neutralite increased stun from 25 to 26. I don't play canon, but according to other people, this literally doesn't make anything true. So really, you don't care about this. It's now you get tighter strings if you read dodge in with sidelight, which is good for you, but you honestly don't care about it because it doesn't make anything true apparently. So I don't know how much force this character has. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Holy shit, this character is doomed. I think Jess will work. Oops. Nope. Actually, how much force does this character have? Okay. So yeah, looking at canon. So making this is 2 frames. Doesn't really matter is the thing. 3, 4. So, I mean, it's a good change. And this thing has variable force, so it's going to be getting, like, kind of messy. So it doesn't really matter, you know? So, I don't know. This is the biggest buff for sidelight. The location and force, the stun has been changed and the location has been changed. So now you're looking at sidelight Sarah 1 frame, and this was like the biggest noticeable change from old sidelight to new sidelight, and it's good that it's back. So now I actually have to think when I play against this weapon, because like realistically before you were getting hit by sidelight, and honestly you were in a better spot than they were after you got hit by that shit. So it's good to. Now they really have to worry about dodging in, because you're looking at, let's say that you get your hit and they dodge back into you, you hit it again, and then it's kind of droppy, as you can see there, so you want to move back, like look, and you have a lot of damage there for yourself, so. Yeah, that's really good. So this is basically a string you can do. Not that, obviously, but yeah, sidelight. Oops, I'm so slow. Oops. But yeah, you basically sidelight and they dodge into it. You sidelight again. You don't do the 3rd sidelight. You can just always get something like Sarah. Now that Sarah's doable again. And that'll work, even though they can jump it. Oh, we didn't look at sword. My mistake. So yeah, cannon, I think cannon still has a lot of weak points, and I feel like if you're above cannon, there's really nothing they can do about it on a lot of these weapons, but I'm not going to count it out because I didn't really play cannon before it got changed. So I think cannon will be fine. You just need to give it time, right? I think I could see it coming back in. Sandstorm's going to experiment with it. So try not to get there to death. I think watching your dodge will be your best friend against cannon, and if you can watch your dodge, I don't see why cannon will be overbearing on you. Alright. Down to sword. Sword Sidelight. Decreased force from 80 fixed 16 variable to 78 fixed 4 variable. Decreased stun by 1. And this is basically just a soft revert of the force changes they added and now took away. So now sword is once again rewarded for hitting Sidelight, which was my main concern with the patch last time. I said it was a needed nerf, but after you play it for a bit, you start realizing why it just feels terrible. And even if you're arguing how it balance-wise, it creates this 50-50 off sword Sidelight, yes, where it's like, okay, now you're too close, so you can either go back or up, and they can punish both, depending on what you do, right? So they have to decide. But it's way, way healthier than them doing Sidelight every single time and having a reset to neutral because the move sends you across the map. This is way better for the game, I believe, or at least it makes more sense. It's better for a sword player. It's healthier. It looks good when you watch it rather than how clunky the old one is. Okay, so thing with sword is that when it's good, when stuff like this is good, it creates an entire new metagame. Like I like sword like this because it opens up your options by a lot, right? So I'll be happy to see what you're able to do. When this was a good thing, you saw Ethan getting a lot of stuff like that off. Sidelight, they dodge 3, GC downlight, or Sidelight endlight will be a thing you can do once again. And I really like Sidelight endlight. It just feels healthy as fuck, even though it's a lot of damage. So you can talk about the damage, but realistically it feels healthy as fuck. Sidelight chase downlight's gonna be back. Sidelight and then you read a dodge up. Recovery, it opens. Sidelight is a move where when it's usable, it just opens up the rest of the kit. It opens up so many follow-ups for sword. Sword it stops becoming this weapon where it's like, okay, shark and dare, shark and dare, shark and dare, do downlight. And now you can finally play the grounded game that you actually want to play. So I'm happy to see the sword buff come through. The Sidelight revert, and I'll definitely be staying on sword, especially with JU now. So I'll be trying to play Greatsword and sword together, and I'm really excited for that. Okay, back up, we wanted to look at bow and katars, so we'll switch up to Ember. Alright, Ember. Who has even? Not Jira, not Jala. This is my favorite part of it all, guys. This is why I wake up to play Brawlhalla. Jesus. Is it cross again? It is cross again. Knew it. Alright. Katars. Downlight changed force from a range of 48 fixed, 48 to 42 fixed, 8 variable to 60 fixed, 0 variable. And that is very, very... This is literally what I was thinking Katars needed, right? It's always... now it also includes setup location behavior similar to other setup attacks. Now, it's really nice because now you get to actually hit downlight recovery. See, it's always going to be 4 frames now. I don't even think you have to turn it if you don't want to, because look, it's always sending in that area, that gray area. This does nothing. So this is a little like a think thing. You see where I am on the map? This kills earlier than this kill. So you want to use this instead of this. And obviously that's not the case at this HP, right? But you get to 170. I mean, that kills anyway. It's just gonna kill because... But there can be like a very minute range where it's like, okay, because I'm on this side of the map, this will kill earlier. This isn't it, obviously. But that was. And it also kills in that direction. But yeah, maybe save yourself like 5 damage on killing to the right rather than the left. But you are killing off the top, so maybe I'm just wrong. If you were killing off the far right, it would matter a bit more. But yeah, maybe it just doesn't matter. But It's actually a big buff for Katars. You're losing such a big inconsistency. Killing on Katars should be a lot easier now if you get that dodge read. And honestly, I like that. Like, I don't like Katars, but I think that's really good. I didn't understand why at red you were downlighting and they were flying into the air. It makes it so the more damage you build on Katars, the worse you are in a position because you can't find that kill because your kill setups are sending them away from you. So you really can't do much. I think this buff for Katars is really good. Okay, bow is up, right? And we're looking at the Sidelight, and this, you might not know it, is nothing in ones because this is an on hit nerf, but this is a huge buff for bow and twos because now you can finally Sidelight and your teammate can dash through you to follow up in front of you. So you Sidelight and your teammate goes through you to follow up in front of you without them getting hit by the Sidelight because the Sidelight no longer hits on your body. It hits in front of you, which this does nothing for ones because for it to matter, you have to already hit the Sidelight, and the only person that can follow that up is you. It doesn't reduce stun. It does nothing. It absolutely does nothing in ones. But in twos and free for all, if you're playing free for all, in twos it's really big because now going through you to punish is actually a relevant thing that matters, and that's really good too. Okay, ground pound, decrease upper threat coverage, irrelevant. Don't think it matters. Yeah, I can't even fucking tell what the fuck that means. So, it's a higher hitbox. The foot still is there, so you're not really aiming to hit ground pound stack. So I don't really think anyone cares. This is how you use ground pound, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, don't think that's relevant. The Sidelight thing is big in twos, not really relevant in ones. No changes were made. Qatar changes are really, really good. I'm a big fan of that. And all that is left is Unarmed, Hammer, and Spirit and Rocket Lance. So let's look at Yellow Man, who is bad, by the way. Rocket Lance, recovery, increased minimal charge time from 11 to 12, increased time to hit of the exhausted version from 9 to 10. Rocket Lance, neutral light, decreased stun from 25 to 23, decreased damage from 20 to 17. Hey, that's it. That's beautiful. Set this back to white, and Orion has 4, so watch as I, for once, actually know who to set it to. There we go. So this is no longer true. If you didn't know, this was true last patch. Oops. You could do and like downlight. Oh, it's still true. Okay. So it was true by a lot last patch then. Like look. So end light downlight still true. End light now does 17 damage instead of 20 though, and I think that's good. That's a good change. Now make this not do 17 damage because this move is not fair. Nerf this move. Okay. Apparently this is the biggest part. Sidelight just lost. Lance just lost Sidelight recovery. 1 frame, as you can see there. And that's insane. Let's see if it's jumpable. One frame is not jumpable, but we are talking about jumping up. I am trash. Holy shit. Yeah, so it gives them 2 frames now though. Dodging is a thing that you can do. So Lance just lost its consistent kill option. I don't know. It's 1 frame. Stuff works when it's 1 frame. We'll have to see. This is a hit. It's definitely a hit. But is it the hit? I'm not sure. But we'll have to see. I don't have much to say about that. It took a hit though. That's 100% true. Okay. There's not much to say about that. Lance Snare is still good. Sarah is still cancerous. Dare is still a thing. Downlight is still true. Both these moves are still. Every move is still super strong. You just lost a tiny bit of damage and you lost a true kill combo. Now you have no true kill combos, and that'll be your hardest part. If weapons can find a way to squeeze kills in through Lance, then Lance will end up being very scared. Very weak. Not very weak, but like weak in general. Looks like you can build damage but not end your stocks, and that's gonna affect it, right? Because you want to end the stocks. Spear downlight, decreased force from 65 fixed 0 variable to 48 fixed 0 variable. Angle of knockup is now slightly less horizontal change. Force on Sidelight to 90 fixed. Setup location has been adjusted. Okay, that's spear's now broken. So enjoy yourselves while this exists. Okay, yeah, it's broken. I mean, it's whatever. Spear is so whatever is the thing, because spear is like, in its nature, it does, in Spear's nature, it's just like always gonna be a weapon that shines when everything else is weak. It doesn't have that much to it because this is still avoidable. But now you actually get rewarded. This is the strongest move in the kit. And when the strongest move in the kit does this, you're in like, you can tell. You can tell it's just not like that scary of a thing. So I think I'm fine with this existing the way it does. But it's so easy is the problem. It doesn't take as much skill as a lot of stuff does. Spear is a very simple weapon, and now you get to get double downlight, now unjumpable, jump reaction up. Yeah, double downlight is now unjumpable again, so none of that. If they dodge into you, you get your 2 downlights no matter what for a lot of damage. Sidelight now always sets up into downlight unless it's buggy again, but it looks like it won't be. That can get downlight. That can get downlight. And maybe if they move into it, you'll still get downlight. So setup is always there. No idea what that does for ones, but spear has always been a really solid counter pick weapon, or just a weapon if you need a secondary that works for you. So I think you can see spear picked against lance, katars, and if you know the matchup into other stuff. But I still think it's going to be that middle of the pack weapon, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. It relies too much on you reading your opponent when there are weapons that rely on you literally doing nothing for free damage. So I'll wait and see where it goes next. I'm fine with it. I think Spear needed it. It's now consistent. It's not actually broken. Think that was it. We have Hammer and Unarmed, and for Hammer, I'm just gonna go back to Brawlhalla because I like this character. Okay. Brawlhalla. Let's look at the Unarmed stuff first. Unarmed. Progressively decrease the rare coverage throughout the hit window. Stun has been changed from 17 to 11. Thank you, Lord. Holy shit. If this can't save the kit, it's doomed. Oh my god. Like, I'm serious. If this can't balance the kit, nothing can. So this is still 1 frame. Oh. 13 damage. Okay. So this is basically the same as it was. I'm not gonna pretend. So yeah, you still use this move in the same way. This move is just stupid. All of these moves are they're just in design stupid. So ignoring Sarah. Neutral heavy, decrease force by a fuck ton. What the fuck? What? Why? Wait, actually, why? Doesn't kill. That wasn't true, but it should still have killed, right? Like, what the fuck? Okay, 160, that's not killing. 170, that's not killing. 180, it finally kills. And you're saving yourself, what, 10 damage? Yeah, nice. Okay, that shit is gutted. I don't think you should even go for this shit anymore because it's just so hard to input. No, it's not actually hard to input. In tournament, if you're awake and you're ready, you hit stuff, that's true always. But this shit is just fucking gutted. It's not, like, even worth the thinking about anymore. They've literally removed that shit from the game. Decreased threat coverage resulting in less towards the rear, top, whatnot. Finally. This move is not that it's broken, but the hitbox just never matched, and now it does perfectly. Honestly, I'm down to buff it and give it more force because I don't think it'll kill here. It won't. Yeah, so I'm fine with this. This is something that should happen a long time ago. I'm happy with the unarmed changes. Hammer. Okay, let's go. Hammer, Sidelight. Increase stun of the later hit window from a range of 21 to 17 to a range of 23 to 19. Okay, we'll talk about that in a second. Hammer recovery, increase cooldown, missed from 15 to 19, increase cooldown, hit from 11 to 14. Irrelevant. Wait, what? Why? Yeah, actually irrelevant. Okay, don't spam hammer recovery anymore. You shouldn't have been spamming it anyway. Yeah, okay, hammer got nothing this patch. Sidelight is really big. Really, really big. Okay, and now I'll explain why. You guys probably don't know. That is the soft Sidelight. Okay? I don't know if you know about it or if you've seen people use it. You probably don't notice when it's used because before this patch, it did nothing. Soft Sidelight led into downlight at 4 frames. It is now 2, which actually makes it usable. If you now hit soft Sidelight, you get a follow-up for it. And this is true even late into the game. It was just super avoidable before. You're talking 2 less damage, and then the follow-up is 4 frames. You're not going to do anything with that. Now, this is the good part, because it's actually kind of hard to hit. See? Like, you get such a big reward for micro-spacing your Sidelight perfectly. This isn't like, something a casual is going to space. You actually have to be thinking about when you dash in to get that shit. And I really like it. I think that's perfect, especially in the meta we're getting in where you have shit like Greatsword having the fucking follow-ups it has, and Katars getting consistent kill options put into place. Weapons are now getting consistent kill options, and don't get me wrong, Hammer has consistent kill options, that's not even my point, but something to exist. If you are going to make me do 2 less damage, then like either remove the 15 or give it actual reason. Now, if I'm going to hit the 15, I'm going to get a reward for it. I'm getting a reward for my spacing, and I'm not getting punished by 2 less damage. Does that make sense? Before, hitting this was a punishment. You hit it, and now you're in a bad spot. You're not following up. But now you hit it, and you've gotten a combo. And, yeah. Okay, that's the end of the patch. Bug fixes. They didn't fix the bug where you could spectate, well, where you don't have lobby while spectating, it looks like. Let me see. Yeah, this needs to come back. This was actually really useful. I really think they should come back. If any devs are watching this or anyone wants to ask the devs, the lobby was up here, and that's really useful. You should be able to check that stuff in game, unless it's like literally breaking the game, in which you should make a statement for it. I don't like how stuff, not even in Brawlhalla, in general, in development processes all across every game, every program, stuff like that. I don't like when stuff is removed and they don't tell you why, unless it was like a bad feature that people are asking to be removed. That was a good feature and now it's gone, and there's no real reason why. So definitely want to look into that. Okay, so I'll go over everything real quick. Skip to this point. Tell your friends to skip to this point if they just want to know what I think. Axe, nerfed, not nerfed enough, still strong. Blasters, good change, healthy weapon. Bow, irrelevant. Good change for 2s, 1s is literally irrelevant. Cannon, good buff on the Sidelight. Endlight is whatever, fine. But this should bring Cannon to a spot where we can see if it can contest with the other weapons, because before it was just like undoubtedly like can't contest. Now it might be usable again. Hammer, very good change, very healthy. Keeps it in line with stuff like Cannon, Katar's buffs and stuff like that. Really like the hammer change. Katar's downlight is a big buff for Katar's consistency is very important in the game right now, and having a consistent kill option when you get a dodge read is very, very cool. Lance, nerfed, not nerfed enough, and not nerfed in the right way. Sidelight recovery was not the problem. The problem is that you have moves doing 20 damage and 17 damage that are way too safe. Like, this is only getting touched now, and it should have gotten touched way before. Shit like Nair having a fucking full circle around you. The weapon is still a force field weapon. It just lost a kill option. Maybe that kill option is enough. Maybe it's not. Okay, Spear. Good changes. Consistency, like I said, with Katar's consistency is so important. And like this word right here is it's so important. Consistency. If you're not consistent, it's just not good. You cannot have yourself playing for this much money for this many people and you're missing stuff and it's not even your fault because it's inconsistent. Sword, another consistency change, another fluidity change. I'm very happy with it. Good to see it back. Maybe it's broken. Who cares? We can work around it. We can nerf other stuff. We can change it. But this change that got removed last patch, even though I was agreeing with it, I came to realize almost instantly how disgusting it really was. Unarmed. This nerf is stupid. Don't understand it. This nerf is good. This nerf is irrelevant. And those are my opinions on that. Hope you all enjoy Brawlhalla patch 4.03. This is Remmy. signing out, and make sure you check me on Twitch and all my other socials to keep up with me and see what's up. I might give more opinions on the patch there. Later.